I grabbed the first shirt out of my closet, and this is the first shirt that came out. I was like,
Minion shirt.
yeah, it was either this or my trial run with this LoshTV shirt that I had that I hated.
Uh-huh.
I wear it to work.
Oh.
It's
No,
like
I like it. It's like hippie. It's hippie form.
exactly because we're
Like,
nothing but good vibes today. That's why I'm
yeah,
wearing this.
psychedelics and shit like that, you know?
Exactly.
Where'd you even buy that?
I think I got this at Walmart like years ago. Like I think this is when Minions dropped, like the first, like the Minions movie.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, was that a freaking Universal shirt? That'd be funny.
I think this shirt has a hole in it. That's why I never wear it. Yeah, it does.
Oh my god. Let's do this thing. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Horror Nights Unscripted. Back on the roll again, to filming episodes every single week. This is a podcast dedicated to all things Halloween Horror Nights related in an unscripted and unique way. My name is Scott from SoCal Exploring.
And I'm Adrian from LoshTV.
And you know we back with episode 11 and a big one, construction related. But first, before we get into that, you guys can check us out. Damn, I messed that up. Here, let's just pretend that you didn't see that at all. Here, I'll cover the camera. All right. So you guys can check us out. If you're watching on Losh's channel, subscribe to SoCal Exploring. And if you're watching on my channel, subscribe to Losh TV. And then
when it comes to social, oh my bad, get a sip of that water, Scott. You know you're doing some good talking over there.
You go ahead. You take it away.
Got you. When it comes down to socials, you can find Scott at SoCal Exploring Media all across the board. That's Instagram and Twitter. And then if you want to find me on Instagram or Twitter, it is LoshTV on Instagram and then King Losh on Twitter.
And of course, as always, purchase your merchandise because we have some theme park opening dates. More in specific, we have Walt Disney World opening on July 11th, right?
I believe so. Or is it the 15th?
Or the 15th. It may be the 15th. Yeah. But also Disneyland opening on July 17th. And be expecting more theme park opening date announcements. So you guys are going to need to purchase some masks because you're going to need to wear them if you don't have them already at the theme parks. But why would you want to go to a theme park with a boring looking mask? Why not purchase a Horror Nights Unscripted one? Exactly. You can find that at tpublic.com/user/SoCalExploring or click the link in the description. And you can also be rocking some LoshTV merchandise, a shirt, a sweater, if you're crazy enough to wear a sweater during summertime. Also, teespring.com/stores/LoshTV. Check that all down in the description below. And if you're watching on Spotify or you're listening on Spotify, thank you guys for tuning into the Spotify version. And if you want to click those links, just come over to the YouTube version. But dude, we have, we'll first dive into the one thing that happened earlier, which was a couple of days ago, meaning earlier. We have construction to talk about and we have auditions to talk about. So tell me a little bit about Orlando auditions.
So when it comes to Orlando, I was if you guys saw my vlog on my channel when it came to the theme park construction, and possibly by the time this is up, the horror makeup show video, I was with my friend Avion, and we're chilling. We're about to leave the park, and this man gets an email that auditions are open, and I believe it's for puppeteers, scare actors, in general. Let me pull up There's Universal Orlando is seeking haunted house and street performers, stilt walkers, and puppeteers for Halloween Horror Nights 2020. And I was
there we go. Wow. And I'm hyped for that because that was random too, you know? Like you said, you guys were just chilling there. So that's only internal, right?
Yeah, it's internal submissions only for right now.
Okay. And then what were you telling me before this about the availability?
So, and then I'm in a group chat with a group of friends that are also scare actors. Usually they always ask for your height and then your availability, which would be when you can work the event, which is weird because they didn't ask for the availability this year. They kind of just had you submit a video, if I'm not mistaken, and then your resume from before.
Which, speaking of the videos, if you guys go, and a fan pointed this out to me, type in HHN on YouTube and go to the little filter thing and put this week. A couple of HHN audition videos are on there. Like I saw a couple of them and I was like, oh, that's fascinating. Like there was like 6 that I think I saw. One for Stillwalker, one just for just normal scare actor. So yeah, I guess they're full on going with auditions right now. Earlier, like I think it was a week and a half ago, Hollywood internals got the same email. We haven't seen any auditions yet, nor do we know any dates yet. But they did get the internal emails out. Now Orlando has them. So now both coasts have the internal auditions available. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about internal, it's if you worked the event before. I think it's anyone who works for Universal, right?
Yeah, if you work for Universal, you can basically audition.
So anyone within NBC Universal and Universal, those are called internal auditions. I'm going to be interested to see when they do it to the public. I can't remember when they do it to the public.
Well, I know last year it was like returning scare actors had their auditions in like March.
Oh, it was that early?
It was either March or June. No, it wasn't June. It was March or April. My bad. And then in late April to early June is when they had open auditions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting. I could be mistaken. It could be exactly that because Hollywood and Orlando are different. It could be exactly that. I thought it was always in early July for Hollywood, but I don't know. I think they may be different.
I know Hollywood does their auditions later than Orlando 9 times out of 10 because I've had these group of friends that always audition, and then people that don't make it and they have to audition normal because they didn't make it the year prior.
Yeah, and also
usually right away.
Also because the mazes, as we know, are the construction progress is a lot less revealing until you get to July for Hollywood. So in July is when, because once you get hired on, they tell you like all the mazes like right away, and I don't know. I don't know. Like we will never know until next year. To like when auditions actually happen, because this year is just kind of like we need to get auditions done, we need to get construction done, we need to get everything done super fast. But that is one big thing, because why would they hire on a bunch of scare actors if they weren't going to have the event this year?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they know it's going to happen. So
yeah, it'd be pointless for them to not run or to not. It'd be pointless for them to run auditions and then be like, "Hey, Horror Nights is canceled." It's stupid, but so that's a big thing, leading us to believe that Halloween Horror Nights 30 and Halloween Horror Nights 2020 Hollywood is happening this year. Both internal auditions have been posted, so if you're a Universal employee or you've been a scare actor in the years past, I'd definitely check your email or get in contact with your former supervisor on how you can audition for this year's event, because we'd love to see you scare actors out there. We've already had a scare actor on here, and we love talking with former scare actors, and we love you scare actors in general. Yes, good people.
On the topic of Halloween Horror Nights 2020, why don't we talk about that picture that we saw today?
So, construction in the back lot, and I don't know. I think because the studio, the difference between Hollywood and Orlando is we are a working studio every single day. So there's random people coming into the back lot every single day. So people are able to get pictures back there when they're working back there. This picture was provided by Horror Poppy, I think his name is, on Instagram and on Twitter. So I don't know if he's a construction worker or not. He may have just been on the studio lot. Nonetheless, we have pictures of backlot construction, and not aerial shots, actual on the ground shots. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, the amount of maces back there. There's 2 shots. One shot of the tent/tents and another shot of the facade. We'll talk about the tents right now. This is located in the Creepshow location from last year's, and we're talking about Hollywood, by the way. This is located in the Creepshow location from last year. There are 2 HHN tents back there. Count them, 1, 2. Don't know why. And you know, this could be. I have a couple theories, and that's why we're filming this podcast today. Is with the Mummy, this was brought up to me by our good friend HHN Updates. The Mummy is a very tight location. I know, Losh, you can't really testify for this, but I'm sure you can base it off of videos and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a very, very tight location between you walking to the back lot and just the queue line in general. So how would they social distance that? It'd be kind of hard. So are we losing the Mummy location? Because you guys got to also think about, usually we'd see Mummy construction start first. For Hollywood, it'd always be Mummy construction starting first. Now we have 3 mazes under construction, and one of them is not Mummy. And I've also heard rumors that soundstage construction has already started as well. So that's 4 mazes technically. I think that we may be losing Revenge of the Mummy this year, or not the ride,
No, I know.
the Q location. It's going to be interesting. I'm not going to say Losh, what do you think? But Losh, what do you think?
I mean, it makes sense because we're trying to obey CDC guidelines like we've been doing this whole time. And it's going to suck because from what I've heard, that's a very popular location.
Yes, sir.
But the way I look at things, a new location means new opportunities.
And it's a big tent, too.
That tent looks huge.
Yeah, I'm not going to put the pictures on the screen, but you guys can go check them out on Horror Poppy's Instagram. And they're all over the place between HHN accounts.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. I pulled it up on my computer, and we're talking about how, Mummy could get eliminated because of social distancing and CDC guidelines, but also, I don't know if you've seen Losh, but that area back there gets really crowded as far as queues go.
I've noticed in videos.
Yeah, and I'm just curious as to how they're going to manage to use social distancing back here with 2 mazes right there. Because did you see the queue madness for the Terror Tram mazes last year?
Yeah, it looked not disgusting, but it was
just
pretty bad.
Yeah, they changed it like so many multiple times, and I don't know. This is going to be interesting. This is 2 mazes in this location for sure. This is 2 mazes in this location. There's no this may be a temporary location. No, they bolted the tents down into the ground, and they're already laying out carpet. I don't know, Losh, if you could pull up the picture as well. I don't know if you have it pulled up, but
I was gonna go to the picture, and then I saw something regarding the internal auditions, like another post about it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me finish up this, and then we'll
go to that.
We'll take a quick break. So in the tents, you can see they're laying out the carpet already. There's carpet being laid out, and as you guys know, you guys don't walk on the cement the way they have these mazes at. You walk on carpet. They're rolling out carpet. You can see the roll right there, and it's completely rolled out underneath the tents. So why would this be a temporary holding location? And why would they even need to have a temporary holding location? Because they have the spots available in the Metro set areas all year long. It's not like a soundstage where you only have it available for certain times. They have this location available all year long. Yes. So hands down, we're getting 2 mazes there. But we'll dive into that. We'll dive into this topic a little bit more after Losh talks about this audition thing.
All right. So basically, I found another. This is on Horror Nights ORL fan. We talked about him before.
Mm-hmm.
He put on. Well, it's like I'm guessing this is directly from the Universal Orlando team member page, and it says, and I quote, it's pretty much what we said. Do you want me to read it all, or?
Yeah, you can read it.
All right. It says interest. Okay, hold on. Internal auditions now open. Performer opportunities available for Halloween Horror Nights. Interested team members must provide availability for all rehearsal dates, starting mid-August through the beginning of September, as well as for all of Halloween Horror Nights performance dates. And it has all the dates there that we know, September 10th all the way to November 1st.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then it says, we have modified our audition process to ensure the safety of our team members and maintain social distancing guidelines. This year's auditions will be accepted through video submission. Select candidates may be invited to participate in a callback at a later date. And then it said to be considered, log into the link below, upgrade your profile, and start your audition.
There's the post right there that I have pulled up on my phone. I'm showing the camera right now. This is a new screen that we haven't seen, so it looks like they're trying to get more and more word out that internal auditions are open, which is fascinating how much they're trying to get the word out about Horror Nights right now. And real quickly, before we go back to the construction, I definitely think we're going to get an announcement within the next couple of weeks.
That's
I
what I
can
was
feel
thinking.
it.
I was really thinking that it was gonna be this Thursday,
I was
like,
hoping it was going to be
which
this
is
week.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it comes out tomorrow,
Well,
just know I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go
yeah,
crazy.
like it could easily happen. I think that we need an opening date announced for the theme park in Hollywood first.
Yeah,
And
I feel
then
like
once
that's
they
what's holding
announce that,
everything back.
yeah. Once they announce that, then they'll pull the trigger on Hornets right away and be like, all right, here's what's coming, the first announcement. We've talked about having a one big announcement before, and I still don't think that's going to happen. It just ruined the excitement. It ruined the buildup,
Yeah.
Because as we know, they promote the big IP first, which is Stranger Things the past 2 years. And that builds the excitement for what are they going to announce next? Like, what are we going to see this year? So I think that we'll get an announcement very soon. They have to announce it soon. They can't just, I mean, they could, but they can't really announce a maze every single day or a maze like every single other day. They have deadlines to meet. They also have contracts that they need to meet, like certain deadlines to promote stuff. Hornets has a lot at stake right now. It's more than you guys can think. If you sit back and think about the contracts that they had to work out, the different deadlines that they had to meet, like I said, they have a lot. So I definitely think that as soon as Hollywood announces their opening of the theme park, about a couple days later, we'll have an announcement for Halloween Horror Nights Bowl 30 and Hollywood, which will probably be a shared announcement. And then after that, Orlando will probably be like, hey, look, here's an original that we're doing.
This just always happens. We'll have I remember 2 years ago we had the Stranger Things announcement, and then like a week later we had Dead Exposure announced, and I was like, oh, that was fast. I want more.
Going back to the construction, so I've talked about the whole carpet getting rolled out. There's definitely going to be 2 mazes there. Hands down, there's going to be 2 mazes there, which is exciting because could we be getting an extra maze? Who knows? I doubt it. I really, really doubt it, especially since we're going to have limited capacity this year. There'd be no point to have extra mazes.
Yeah.
This could be the replacement for the tram garage because we are having the tram garage location as far as I know this year, but we're not having 2 mazes there only because of how much it was a mess last year. Or this could be the replacement for a Persian courtyard because as we all know, that's been in talks to get cut off the list as well due to Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash opening there. And this could be Revenge of the Mummy as well. I personally think the number one that it is Revenge of the Mummy location. It's super tight. And like I said, props to HHN Updates for catching that.
Yeah, for sure. Tip of the hat to that man. He's great.
Yeah. No, he's a really cool. I feel like we shout out a lot of people on this podcast, but that's all about the podcast. We like to give credit where credit's due.
Exactly.
Me and Losh are great people. Just to let you guys know.
We care about everyone.
Exactly, man. Like it's all about bringing the community together and bringing us all happy. Like I am extremely happy that we're finally getting opening dates announced. So and seeing this construction just makes me even more happy.
That's like, you guys don't understand how excited I am to be able to know that Scott's going to City Walk this week, and I get to watch that the next day. I'm like, this is gonna be amazing.
Because I remember when I was watching like 2 weeks ago, Losh filming his stuff for SoCal Exploring, and I was like, man, I wish I could be out there. And now I get to go out there to City Walk Hollywood. So exciting stuff, man. And Hollywood or Losh is currently low key thinking about coming to Hollywood this year, but that's all I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it the very first on the Keep Exploring podcast. I said I wanted to go out there.
Yeah. But it was kind of just like a whatever. Now it's more like, all right, let's actually plan this.
It might actually happen. Like, I give it like a 75% chance of me going over to Hollywood this year.
Yeah, and as far as his plans go, it'd be for a week. So I already told Losh that I'm going to drag him like to every theme park possible.
Like, so no, a lot of vlogs.
Yeah, we don't need to hit Hollywood like all day because Hollywood just like it's a small park. So we can definitely hit everything, like Disneyland, SeaWorld, everything.
Everything. Oh man.
But we're getting off topic here because we have a big picture, bigger than the 2 tents that we saw, and that is the facade. And now the facade looks similar. What does it look similar to, Losh?
It looks like the Creepshow facade from last year.
Yes, sir. Sorry, guys, I'm taking little water breaks. It's really hot right now. I think it's like 98 degrees here in San Diego.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it's rough. But not only can we see the facade, but we can see plywood being actually installed around the maze. So it's not just carpet. We can actually see the plywood going up, which looks like they're moving extremely fast. And usually we wouldn't already see the facade going up like this around this time in the back lot. So that's exciting. But like Lost said, it looks exactly like the Creepshow facade. And I know, like I said, I'm not showing the pictures on the screen. I'm sorry. But you guys can go check all this out right now as you're watching this or listening to this. It is identical to the Creepshow facade. And I want to give a props to HHN Mannix for pointing this out to me. He's been giving me all the tips and everything. But we're going to go off the Creepshow topic a little bit, and we're going to talk about another idea that could be happening here, because this is definitely most likely going to be a book facade. Wouldn't you say? Some type of a book.
Some kind of book. That's exactly what it looks like.
So my good friend Justin, HHN Mannix, tweeted out, I have another theory of what this facade could be aside from Creepshow. In this video, he put a timestamp there. It's a bury a friend behind the scenes video of Billie Eilish. It's mentioned Billie Eilish draws what the songs look like. Perhaps we enter her journal for the facade. And yeah, so in this video, she kind of dives deep into like how she comes up with the ideas for her videos and stuff like that. And obviously the big topic right now, or the big topic that has been, is the Bury a Friend music video. That one's like the most creepy, and the one that everyone's talking about could be a maze if Billie Eilish comes. So it kind of dives deep into her dark side. And go on HHN Mannix Twitter. He posted the link on his tweet. It kind of like, you can kind of tell her dark side and kind of tell where that horror sense comes in. And the screenshot that I have up on the screen right now that I'm looking at, I can definitely see this happening. We go into her journal, and it'd be good. It's a perfect Murdy idea. This is a Murdy idea. Like, exactly. This is something that Murdy would come up with. And I definitely think that we could go into her journal, and kind of not go through her music video, but go through her drawings,
Yeah, with her music playing in the background.
Well, yeah, obviously we got to get that signature Billie Eilish music.
Yeah, we got to get, as much Billie as we can get.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Universal wants to milk this as much as possible. But yeah, I definitely think that we could see a different twist rather than just a let's go through her music video. Yeah. But I know we're kind of all over the place right now, but I'll get back to it. The big thing that I noticed, right, is if we're looking at this facade, and I'll go to the Creepshow facade. Let me pull it up. Because I don't want to be wrong right here. I don't want
HHN Mannix has a picture where it's the facade and then the Creepshow facade.
Okay, I have it up right here. Oh, look, there's my YouTube video. So the Creepshow facade, if you guys look at it, it is on the right side. It is kind of tilted at the very top part, and then the left side is straight. Now, if we go back to the construction picture, that's exactly the same thing, but it's flipped.
Yeah, because the door's right there.
So I'm really confused, because this one also has like a spine to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like it has like what's the thing that's how's it called? Depth. Yeah, there you go. If you go to a picture from the facade from the side point of view, it has that to it, and it looks like on the construction picture, it looks like it's gonna have that same thing. But is it just me seeing it, or does it look more curved to you, like a little bit curved in?
It looks like it's more like an actual book page, not
bent.
Yeah.
Not just like a big like cutout.
Exactly. It looks like it's more indented. So I see where the notebook idea is coming from completely.
Yeah, because like I mentioned, it kind of has like a spine in the middle, like a big like spine, which could symbolize the pages turning in her journal. And
what would be really cool, right? Call me crazy. If this is the idea,
mm-hmm.
It's just a blank notebook.
Okay.
That would just have Billie Eilish written on top.
Which it could happen.
And then at night, they have a projection on it that shows her creatures moving.
That would work. because with the Creepshow facade last year, we had projections to kind of give that dark, kind of glowing look. I think you're onto something there, though. These construction shots are going to make us question a lot because man, this is what sucks because I just want an announcement to happen. And I wish, like, obviously soon, like, within, like, the first week of July, we'll be able to get out to the theme parks again, most likely, if all goes right. But, man, like, I want to be out at the theme park recording and, like, seeing it.
You just reminded me. Okay, I know we're like completely off topic, but this is why we're unscripted.
Yeah, exactly.
I went on Rip Rocket.
Uh-huh.
Rip Rocket the first day that I went back to the parks. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. The soundstage 23, the one that's closest to the outside. The door was wide open, and all I saw was straight plywood. There's a house in there. That made me so happy. I just wanted to throw that out there.
You were just like hyped about it. You're like, hell yeah.
I was like, this is the only reason I'm riding the Rocket. This is why. And it was wide open. I was like, oh God, look at that wood.
So you can see the plywood in there, though.
Yeah, you can see the door was open. They were doing construction in there for a maze house. You know, it's confusing.
At least you have construction going for Orlando. And was there any construction going on in the Sprung Tent locations?
So when I went to ride The Simpsons, I was trying to get like a little peek and see if I saw anything, but I really didn't see anything back there. I know that there most likely is construction going on back there from what I've seen from BioReconstruct. Shout out to BioReconstruct on Twitter.
There's so many people we got to shout out to because they've been helping us with this quarantine stuff going on because we can't get out to the park.
BioReconstruct, if you guys don't know, does like a helicopter flight over the parks and takes aerial pictures of everything. But there was like a truck outside of one of the Sprung tents with plywood in the back of the trunk. And then
obviously we had the parade building that was getting constructed.
Yeah, and then there was a picture of like some trees in front of the parade building, which doesn't really mean anything right now, but who knows? It's
exciting to speculate on.
Exactly. We could just have some, we could have some pumpkins there or something. Who knows?
Yeah. But construction is definitely happening at both Hollywood and Orlando, and it's exciting that you brought that up because I never asked you about that, just because we've been all over the place. Me and Losh both have been like grinding so much for you guys right now. Losh is obviously, I can't be in Orlando, so Adrian has been filming every single thing that he can for me, and I'm sitting here editing it at the same time that he's still out there filming. So we're working as a team, and I just want to give a big appreciation to Losh for helping out with SoCal Exploring right now.
I want to thank you for having me be your Orlando. I forgot the word.
Representative.
There we go.
And I'm paying it back to Losh by helping him edit his videos when he sends me. Because, it's cool that we get to help each other because we have the podcast, right? And we have both of our platforms now that we're kind of helping each other. Because, like, you film for me, I get my video for Orlando, and then at the same time, you're sending me your footage, and I'm editing that away from you and upload it on your channel, so that way you don't have to worry about it when you go home or stuff like that. It's already up. So, I don't know, not to get sentimental there, guys, but back to construction. So one of the things that we were talking about was the spine of the book. And like I said, this has more of a spine than the Creepshow did. It is possible that this is Creepshow season 2, which we'll talk about right now, but the Billie Eilish idea is there. It's definitely there. Losh's idea and Justin's idea is definitely there. Then we can talk about the speculation map and Billie Eilish being located in the Tram Garage location. But what did you tell me earlier, Losh, about the speculation map?
I think it's wrong. Like, not that I think it's completely wrong, but there's so much going on that
the properties are probably right.
The properties are probably right, but I feel like the original content are like because would you consider Billie Eilish an original idea?
Yeah, I'd consider it original.
I feel like the original content's just interchangeable. They can put it anywhere and move it anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And, no disrespect to Horror Night Nightmares, because they're usually 100% right on these speculation maps. But seeing how COVID's come in, the pandemic and everything, I definitely think there's a lot of stuff on here that's kind of interestingly wrong. Obviously, 2 mazes in the Metro set area where Creepshow was, which means it would be cool because we have 4 mazes down in the Metro set area. That'd be interesting, unless they're just
Sure.
scrapping one of the locations. I hope not, but that would be really interesting. If they scrapped one of the locations, like either where Frankenstein meets the Wolfman was, or Ghostbusters, then it looks so bare down there. But let's hope they don't do that. I don't know. I agree with you. I think that a lot of the stuff on there is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's not gonna be exactly what we think it's gonna be. I think they have some surprises up their sleeves, and they don't. I think we're not gonna know until it's announced, basically.
Well, and even surprises to them, like they're gonna be surprises to us, but they're surprises to them because I'm sure, like I said, they had to make some adjustments due to CDC.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Especially Hollywood. Orlando, you guys have houses and sound stages, so you can easily social distance and all that crap.
There's a lot of dead space in Orlando when it comes to not like that whole area with the sound stages.
Mm-hmm.
They can easily move the makeup the makeup location for the there's right behind the sound stages. There's an in between. I don't know if you've seen the pictures.
Okay.
There's like an in between, and that's usually where they have like the makeup for the characters and everything.
Okay.
They can move that back and have that whole area be open for queue lines.
Yeah, and make it easier to social distance.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's going to be curveballs that are thrown at us, so be prepared. Some may even that we won't like. I'm excited to see two mazes back here. I really am. But yeah, there's definitely going to be two mazes, and the Billie Eilish idea is definitely there. And I'm sorry if I keep saying Billie Eyelash. That just rolls off the back of my throat bad. I accidentally say that, and that makes sense onto why the facade is flipped, because the facade for this rumored creep show / Billie Eilish maze is where the exit would normally be for this location. So meaning the other maze would probably have the facade in its normal location. But let's talk about Creep Show Season 2. A Creep Show 2. Creep Show surrounding everything regarding this construction right now. It could easily be Creep Show, okay? But hear me out. Is it the Creep Show, the original movie and Season 1? Or is it going to be Season 2, Losh? What do you think?
I feel like, because doesn't Season 2 come out this year? Or did it come out?
It's getting pushed back due to COVID.
When's it coming
and
out?
That's why I think it's not coming out till next year, or December.
Then I feel like it's Season 1 and parts of the movie. I mean,
yeah, just like it was last year.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, right? Is I think that they could. The cheap way would be to bring back the maze exactly how it is, which would suck.
It was popular though.
It was popular. But as like all of us Horror Nights fans, we want something new, unless it's a godlike maze like Killer Clowns down here.
Oh man, like Alien versus Predator.
Exactly. But yeah, if they bring back the same maze, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. It wouldn't be a surprise because it's cheap, and Universal's lost a lot of money due to the pandemic. And Marty can also switch around the rooms. You can like make it to where you're walking backwards.
Walking the house in reverse.
Exactly. Anything like that. So it could be anything. But as far as if they were to change up the storylines, I think that they could do different tales from the movie and use different episodes from the first season. That could work out.
There's so much content there too.
There's plenty of other episodes. I can't think of them off my top of my head, but there's plenty of other episodes that they can use in a new Creep Show maze. I just really hope it's not the return maze. I'll be disappointed if it is.
I mean, the only thing I'd like to see is the roach room if I'm going out there. That's about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, the roach room is cool. My favorite was crap. What was the Fluffy?
Wasn't that the Father's Day thing?
Not
No.
Father's Day. The second story. It's from the original movie, but the beast's name is Fluffy.
Yeah.
So and it was cool. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think the percentage is? Season 2 versus Season 1 in the movie. What do you think the two percentages are?
I feel like just because it's being pushed back, I don't see Season 2 at all. I give that maybe like a 1% chance of happening. So there's still potential because maybe they had the script sort of like they had with Crimson Peak and with Insidious in the past. So it's like maybe they can potentially do something off of what they already had, like what was known. or when it comes to season 1 and the original movie, I can see them that more of a higher chance of that occurring. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a creep show too?
There is. Yes, there is.
So
Just not as popular.
they could possibly dive into the second movie as well because they have that content there.
They could. And one of the tales, it was the last tale in the first Creepshow movie. They didn't use it for this year's maze, or this past year's maze. I think that it could have worked. It's where he gets buried in the sand and then like the zombies come out. That could work also in a maze. Or they could just do one big tale and just full like detailed mode. Obviously, there'd probably be a lot of black walls for that, but you know, any possibility at all. Anything to say, Losh, before we wrap this one up?
I have one thing to say. I don't think the Walking Dead attraction is going to come back this year.
That's a good topic. Yeah, I don't think so either. Budget,
not even budget, just the infection thing with everything that's going on with COVID. I don't think
there's no way you can really social distance in Walking Dead. I mean, true. Let's be real here. When it was open, people were already social distancing. So, yeah.
Well, that's the case. It's gonna be open.
Yeah, but for real though, I don't think Walking Dead's coming back.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
But that has been Horror Nights Unscripted episode 11. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Big shout out to all you guys, the fans. You guys are what's keeping us going, and the feedback has been incredible. You guys are amazing, especially you, Chris, who said that we have great chemistry. I know that you're watching this right now. We love you, Chris. Zombie Chris.
You're beautiful.
And Zombie Chris promised if I hit 5K before he does, that he has to buy me a drink when I go to Orlando. So I'm holding him to that if I do it. I don't think I will, though, because Chris is growing too. But we'll see. Friendly little wager there.
It's a nice little race.
Exactly. If you guys are listening on Spotify, make sure to come check out the YouTube version if you want to see our pretty faces, or not, because we're both ugly too, so don't come watch us. Subscribe if you're new here with the bell notifications on both LoshTV and SoCal Exploring. Check out all of our socials, all linked down in the description, as well as merchandise shops. My name is Scott from SoCal Exploring.
I'm Adrian from LoshTV.
And you've been watching Horror Nights Unscripted. That does it for episode 11. Peace out, everybody, and stay safe. We'll see you guys in the next one.